have something to celebrate? Think Whole Foods Market. From weddings to baby showers, graduations to birthdays, Whole Foods Market has what you need to make your event more delicious. Like animal welfare certified meat, a huge selection of adult beverages, frozen desserts, salty snacks, and more. Make the guest of honor feel special with beautiful Source for Good flowers. Or perhaps that berry chantilly cake everyone's raving about. Start the celebration at Whole Foods Market. They cater too.
Support for this podcast comes from Delmarva Power. Now you can make saving money part of your business with Delmarva Power's Energy Savings for Business program. Designed to fit every type of business, the program offers financial incentives that can cover up to 50% of the cost to upgrade to energy-efficient lighting, HVAC, and more. By using more efficient equipment, your business will save money every month on your electric bill for years to come. Learn more at delmarva.com/power savings.
This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 2153. 5 Reasons Calories Aren't as Important as You Think, by Jill Coleman of jillfit.com. And I'm Dr. Neil Malik. Welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, where I read to you from some of the most popular health and fitness blogs out there, with permission from the websites, and always with a bit of my commentary at the end. And when it comes to today's topic, we actually touched on a similar theme last week, but today's article is going to go into even more detail. So, with that, let's get right to the post as we optimize your life. 5 Reasons Calories Aren't as Important as You Think, by Jill Coleman of jillfit.com. It seems in the nutrition world, you have the camp who says calories are the end-all be-all of fat loss. And if you want to lose, all you need is a caloric deficit. Doesn't matter what type of foods you eat or what type of exercise, so long as a deficit is created. Then there's the camp who says calories don't matter at all, and it's just about the type of food. Who's right? Well, both are right. Calories matter, but we do need to take more into consideration. Here's an example: the Atkins diet. Many believe that the Atkins diet works because of the misconception that protein can't be stored as fat, so you can eat as much as you want and not get fat. The truth is that calories do play a role in the Atkins diet. Whenever you cut out whole food groups like starch and limit others, the result will almost always be less calories consumed. However, on the flip side, the Atkins diet is comprised of mostly protein and fat, both of which are very satiating macronutrients when compared to starches. So, protein and fat will keep you fuller for longer, and chances are, most people will end up eating less because of this. In short, calories do matter, but the food choices you make matter more, as does the type of exercise that you do. Hormones play a key role. How else do you explain the fat-storing effects of stress? No calories there. Here are 5 insights to consider when you are tempted to revert to the old equation of calories in versus calories out. 1. When you lose weight, it can be muscle, fat, or water. The types of foods you eat may determine which one of those gets actually burned, instead of total quantity of food consumed. Weight loss is not the same as fat loss, and the latter is what we really want. Losing weight is easy. Just stop eating and go long-distance jogging, but you'll most likely lose a good amount of muscle. Sparing muscle and losing fat is infinitely harder. For most to achieve it, protein, fibrous veggies, and fruit should make up about 70 to 80% of the diet, with correctly timed starchy carbs pulling up the rear at 20 to 30% of the calories consumed. 2. Exercise matters. A person who goes out and runs for hours a day burns many more calories through exercise than someone who does heavy weight training for 30 to 45 minutes a day. And yet these two people will look completely different. Not only will they look different, but chances are that if they ate the same diet, the weight trainer would have a lower body fat percentage. How can this be explained calorically when the person running is in a much larger caloric deficit? Hormones. The way in which you exercise affects hormones. Long-duration exercises increase cortisol and catecholamines mainly, which can have a muscle stripping effect in the arms and legs and a fat storing effect in the midsection. By contrast, heavy weight training boosts the release of testosterone and growth hormone, both of which elicit a muscle-building, fat-burning effect. Hormonal signaling differs in certain modes of exercise, and this can't be ignored. 3. macronutrients matter. The idea that a person can eat 1,500 calories worth of candy like Swedish fish and a second person can eat 1,500 calories from lean chicken breasts and they'll have the same results is insane. Macronutrients elicit different responses in the body. Protein raises glucagon, which breaks down stored carbohydrate and fat for energy, while carbohydrates spike insulin, a fat-storing and muscle-building hormone. Fat is absorbed more slowly than carbs. Protein uses more energy in the digestive process. Fat is a key component of cell membranes, without which metabolism will slow. Carbohydrates are needed in certain amounts to help build muscle and power our metabolism, and so on. Different macronutrients do different things, signal different messages, and have different effects. To say that our body is simply a furnace and a calorie is a calorie is a calorie is short-sighted. However, for someone with obesity, cutting calories from anywhere is a great first step, and they will have success. But for the normal weight individual, macronutrient ratios matter a whole lot more for continued progression. 4. Satiety matters. This is an important piece of the puzzle. Here at Metabolic Effect, we advise eating more of the right foods more often, and the calories will take care of themselves. This is mainly because the right foods, in our opinion, are lean proteins, fibrous veggies, and low-sweet fruits, all of which elicit a strong satiety effect, meaning they're high volume, high water content, high fiber relative to total carbohydrates, and so on. They make you feel fuller for longer, so you end up eating less naturally. It becomes effortless to automatically eat a lower calorie diet because the foods you choose keep you satisfied. You could use biofeedback tools like hunger, cravings, and energy fluctuations to monitor your success and add protein and fiber as needed. Food choices come first. Calories take care of themselves after the fact. And 5. Using willpower sucks. When you count calories, you are exclusively using willpower. How many of X can I have? Everything is in the context of restricting yourself. You cannot win a battle of wills against your physiology, meaning, from an evolutionary standpoint, our bodies want to eat and store fat for next winter's famine. So, stop trying to use your brain and every ounce of willpower to keep yourself from eating, and instead, choose foods that fill you up and satisfy automatically and effortlessly. If you are constantly using all your mental energy to resist, at some point your self-control will be exhausted, which has been shown in the research. The more effort you use to resist, the faster it will crumble at the first sight of a tough day at work. You just listened to the post titled 5 Reasons Calories Aren't as Important as You Think by Jill Coleman of jillfit.com.
So you open Google Chrome on your phone, you're hunting for a super rare first edition vinyl of a band you're obsessed with when you're supposed to be working. But this site you tapped on seems pretty shady. And Daryl from IT just jumped up from his desk. Oh no, he's coming your way. It's a good thing built-in malware protection keeps you safe and sound. Not from Daryl though, sorry. There's no place like Chrome. Download Google Chrome on your phone.
This episode is brought to you by Liquid IV. Whether you're working out, side on your tan, or running errands at the perfect pace, Liquid IV powder keeps you going with 2 times faster hydration than water alone. Because real life is extreme enough. Real people, real flavor, real hydrating. Buy a stick in store or at liquidiv.com with the code podcast for 20% off your order.
Dr. Neal here for my commentary. Let's go back to the Atkins example. Today's author, Jill, said that a diet like Atkins has helped some lose weight, and this is true. Jill explained that by removing entire food groups like carbohydrates will almost always lead to fewer calories consumed. And since Atkins promotes replacing carbohydrates with fats and proteins, and since both of those help us feel full, this will also contribute to fewer calories being consumed. And fewer calories consumed consistently over time will lead to weight loss, right? Absolutely. But here's the problem. For some, extreme diets like Atkins may lead to higher blood cholesterol levels, gastrointestinal problems, more inflammation throughout the body, a messed up gut microbiome, increased risk for cancer, and so on. So yes, weight loss may happen, but we need to think about the whole body. How will removing certain food groups and over-consuming other food groups over time affect the whole body? This is an important factor to consider when we're deciding which diets to follow. All right, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening every day. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.